topic, calculation of delta U and delta H. This is chemistry, not physics. Calculation of delta U and delta H. So yesterday we stopped with CP-CV relation. In that CV is equal to dou U divided by dou T. So what is dou U? CV into dou T. Instead of dou we can write delta also. I can write it as delta U is equal to CV delta T. Delta U is equal to CV delta T means T2 minus T1. This is for 1 moles. For n moles of a gas, I will get delta U is equal to n into CV T2 minus T1. Okay, so this is the formula for calculating delta U for the n moles of gas. Similarly, delta H will be n into Cp T2 minus T1. This will be the delta H formula for the n moles of gas. Okay, so next one, measurement of delta U and delta H using calorimetry. First, for this, we are going to measure delta U and delta H using calorimetry. Calorimetry means we will be using a apparatus called calorimeter. Calorimeter is an apparatus which is used to measure the heat change during a physical change. During a physical change means when a liquid changes into vapor or when a solid changes into liquid. Okay, what will be the heat change? That is measured by the instrument called as what? Calorimeter. Okay. In calorimeter, this C, what is C? Heat capacity is equal to Q divided by M delta T. This already yesterday we studied. Okay, this using this only we are going to, using this relation only we are going to calculate the heat. Heat change means Q we are going to calculate. Okay, so during a physical change, how much heat change is happening? That is measured by the instrument calorimeter. The formula used is C is equal to Q divided by M delta T. So we are going to measure this Q. This Q is measured under two conditions. Q is measured under two conditions. One is at constant volume. At constant volume, if you measure this Q, you will call it as QV. Next, at constant pressure. At constant pressure, if you calculate this Q, it is called as QP. So it is measured at constant volume and constant pressure. So first we are going to measure delta U. This delta U first we are going to measure using Bohm calorimeter. Bohm calorimeter. So first we will draw the diagram of this bomb calorimeter. So draw the diagram for the bomb calorimeter. Mobile உள்ளவங்க draw the diagram neatly with pencil. No, draw with pencil only. The state board book, the diagram is given very tediously. Okay, it is very big. So in CBSE book, the diagram is very easy. You follow the diagram of the CBSE book, you will get marks. Okay, fine. Here you have one. Left, fine. In the college, if you take chemistry, you will do this experiment in the practicals. Okay, bomb calorimeter experiment. Okay, even if it is not in chemistry, in physics also thermodynamics chapter will be there. In physics also you will be doing. College only. School you will not do. Diagram is very important for bomb calorimeter. So here you have water. This is the thermometer. Okay. This container, Okay, this container is called as bomb. Okay, this container is called as bomb. Inside this container, you have oxygen gas at high pressure. Oxygen gas at high pressure. Okay, this is the stirrer for mixing this water. Okay, you just have to rotate this. When you rotate this, this will rotate and it will stir the water. Okay, stirrer, bomb. Here you have oxygen gas under high pressure. Okay, this is the inlet for oxygen. Inlet for oxygen gas. Okay, and here you have to place your sample. So when this sample only will undergo the physical change. Okay, physical change means it will change from solid to liquid or liquid to gas, and that heat change only you are going to measure. Okay, and how we are going to heat it? We are not going to keep it in a stove. You are going to heat it with the help of these two wires. Okay, so these two wires are called as firing leads. Firing leads. This bomb, this vessel bomb is made up of steel. Okay, this lid is closely, it is tightly closed with the help of screws. It's tightly closed with the help of screws. Okay, and the sample is taken in a cup. This cup is made up of platinum. So this is platinum cup. Okay, and it is connected with the electrical wires. Okay, to this wires only will produce the heat. Okay, so to support that combustion only we are having this oxygen gas to support combustion. Okay, it is immersed in water. Stirrer is placed and then a thermometer is placed. Okay, so this is the construction of this bomb calorimeter. Next we have to study the working and how the heat change is measured. This is a 5-mark question. Okay, first the substance which we have taken, okay, it is burnt in the presence of oxygen. This is working. Substance is burnt in the presence of oxygen. Where the substance will be present? Inside the bomb. Inside the bomb. Okay. So when the substance is getting heated, what will happen? This whole steel will get heated. Yes or no? This heat will be absorbed by the water which is surrounding the bomb. Okay. So the heat evolved is absorbed by the water in the calorimeter. Absorbed by the water in the calorimeter. Okay, so initially the water will be in some temperature. For example, initial temperature is some 25 degrees Celsius we will take. So because of this vessel, what will happen? The water will absorb the heat and the water will get heated. So the temperature of the water, what will happen? It will increase. So how much temperature is increasing? That is measured with the help of the thermometer. So the change in temperature in the water is measured by thermometer. change in temperature in the water is measured by thermometer. So here the volume is constant. Why the volume is constant? Because the bomb is sealed. Okay, even if the sample changes into vapors, it cannot escape because the bomb we have sealed with the help of screws. Okay, so the change in temperature, okay, it is represented as the change in heat energy. It is represented as delta U C. Delta UC means heat of combustion. Heat of combustion at constant volume. Okay, so heat of combustion at constant volume. So here the heat is absorbed by the water and the calorimeter. So we will divide it into Q1 and Q2. Q1 is the heat absorbed by calorimeter, and Q2 I am keeping it as heat absorbed by the water which is present in the calorimeter. Okay, so this Q1 is directly proportional to the change in temperature. That means what? Already we studied Q is directly proportional to delta T. Okay, so to remove this proportionality, I should add a constant K into delta T. Okay, so this is the heat absorbed by the calorimeter. The heat absorbed by the water, it is directly proportional to M into delta T. This also we studied, M into delta T, where M is the mass of the water. Okay, so to remove this proportionality, again we have to add one constant. So Q2 is equal to C. C is nothing but heat capacity. Previous class we studied. Cw means heat capacity of the water into mass of water into delta T. So this is the heat absorbed by the water. What is Cw in this? Cw is the molar heat capacity. W means what? Of water. Molar heat capacity of water. This is a constant value. You have to by heart this value. 75.29 kilojoules. Sorry, joules per Kelvin per mole. Okay. So the heat of combustion. So heat is absorbed by the calorimeter and the water. So what will be the total heat? Delta U of C will be equal to Q1 plus Q2. So what is Q1? K into delta T plus CW MW delta T. So delta T you commonly take outside, K plus CW MW into delta T. This is delta U, that is heat of combustion. Okay. This is delta U value. Similarly, we can calculate delta H value also. Okay. H means with the help of pressure, not temperature. Okay. So there it will be delta U. Okay, this is for pressure. will be delta U naught C plus N, delta N, change in the number of moles R. So this will be the formula to calculate delta U, and this will be the formula to calculate delta H. Okay. Applications of bomb calorimeter. Poduma. The first application, it is used to determine the amount of heat. It determines the amount of heat released. It is used to determine the amount of heat released. Then it is used to determine the calorific value. What is calorific value? Calorific value of food. What is calorific value? In fuels lesson you have studied. In 8th standard, I think, combustion and flame. There is one chapter, 8th standard, combustion and flame, coal and petroleum. In 10th standard also there is one lesson called sources of energy. Okay. In that, in fossil fuels and all, you would have studied what is how will you choose a good source of energy. In that one point you would have studied. It should have a very good calorific value. What is calorific value? Find out and come. Homework. Otherwise I will call your father. Only for you, Aditya. It is used in many industries. It is used in many industries. Okay. What type of industry? Food industries. Okay. And explosives in industry, which is used to produce explosives. There and all it is used. So only 3 applications. So with this we are completing delta U measurements. How to measure delta U using calorimeter. The next one is how to measure delta H using calorimeter. Shall I continue today or
tomorrow?